Welcome back to Travels of Preston. If this is your first time stopping by, salute to you. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time right here on my channel, where I will be discussing travel recommendations, travel tips, and anything dealing with travel. Do not forget to open the description box and check out my other links to my Instagram and Facebook. Also, hit the like button and subscribe to become part of the travel family. It is very important to leave a comment because I love feedback from y'all, and tell me what you think about today's episode. Check out my previous episodes and let me know what you think about them as well. All right, today, this is very special to me because this is something I want to start for 2021, all right, if all possible. Is that I want to talk about best road trip destinations in America, all right? This will be a recurring travel thing because there are so many places you can drive, visit, and sightsee, all right? We will call this part one, road trips. First of the series, I want to talk about the Blue Ridge Parkway for the Carolinas and Virginia, and also a little bit about Lakeshore Drive in Chicago, all right? So the first one is the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's about 500 miles, through the Great Smoky Mountains and the Shenandoah National Park. Very historical. If anybody been to third or fourth, fifth grade, you didn't hear about the Great Smoky Mountains and you didn't hear about Shenandoah National Park, landmark of great, very sad battle scenes during the Civil War, but, it's part of American history, okay? It is perfect all year round because in the winter, you have snow-covered mountains and ski resorts that you can visit. Okay, that's nice. I haven't been skiing in a while. Actually, I've never been skiing. I'm a snowboarder. Excuse me, snowboard. I'm a snowboarder because I did it twice. All right. During the spring/summer, you can see the trees in full awe. I mean, it just stretch for miles. I mean, it's just like almost like a blanket of trees that you can't even see the floor because it's so lush and thick and just green and beautiful. All right. Now, and my personal favorite time of the year is the fall because of the different types of colors you can witness. I mean, just seeing all the browns, the oranges, I guess a little bit of yellowish, something like that. Just that whole Thanksgiving vibe. Just I don't know. And also, it's the best time because that's when my birthday month is my birthday month is in October. All right, so that just I'm a little biased. All right, but like I said, you can just soak it all in, all right? And if you plan it right, you can catch some of the most beautiful sunrises and sunsets while driving. And also, if you have time, go ahead and pull over, all right? Pull over, take a couple pictures. Now, I say that, pull over, but make sure you be safe, all right? I don't want anybody getting injured. I don't want anybody from the travel family getting injured, trying to take pictures, being a little risque. All right, make sure you do everything within, safety confines. So if it's unsafe, if it's raining or snow, whatever the case may be, if you have any doubt in your mind, please do not stop and be like, oh, I'm gonna take pictures. And also, even while you're driving, soak it in, but soak it in with oh, that's nice, and just keep driving, all right? We don't need anybody like, oh, look at that. No, don't do that, all right? Because I got some friends that they're a little risky when they come driving, all right? They're a little terroristic out there on the roads, all right? So, one of the best spots that you can visit on this particular highway, this 500 miles, is that they have a tourist attraction called Emerald Village, all right? It's within 1 hour of Asheville, North Carolina. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Asheville, North Carolina, but hey, maybe somebody knows some hidden gems that I don't know about. If you ever thought about taking a step back in history, that you can see what it feels like to be an old mining prospector, from the 1800s. If it ever tickled your fancy, you could take a tour of the underground mine shafts. All right, that sounds pretty kind of cool because I ain't never did nothing like that. And if you just want to just get it off your bucket list, this is the time to do it. All right. So while you're down in these mining shafts and little areas, they give you tools and a little bit of training that you can actually pan for emeralds, rubies, topaz, even gold. Now, that sounds exciting. I think my kids would get a kick out of it, especially my younger kids. My younger kids, they just like anything physical, anything outdoorsy, and they just want to run around and get dirty. So I think that'd be pretty dope for them. Okay, but currently, all right, due to current situations, that's outside of our control, the Emerald Village is closed due to current situations. All right, but they will reopen. All right, April 1st, 2021. All right, so just a couple more months and we'll be there. Hang on. But if you want to find out more information about it, you can visit www.emeraldvillage.com. All right, make sure you check that out. All right, and then you can just tell them old Preston sent you. All right. Now, like I said, the second part I want to talk about is Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. All right, this is a short road trip. All right, so this ain't no long, drawn out, excursion where you're like, oh my God, when is this going to end? All right, it's only 26 miles. All right, 26 quick miles, but this is a little different from the Blue Ridge Parkway because the Blue Ridge Parkway is more scenic, and the scenic view is literally just trees, mountains, all right? Trees and mountains, sky, that's it, all right? But the Lakeshore is the complete opposite, complete 180, all right? So you're gonna see a lot of buildings, parks, you see like Lake Michigan. So you get a little bit of, nature, a little bit of man-made features, and you also get, like I said, the water part of it. All right, so this trip will take you past Lake Michigan to Jackson Park, which is also famous in Chicago. During the drive, you can admire, this is just some of them. I'm not going to list all because there's about 1,000 things you can see on this 26 mile. But you can see the Sears Tower, or as they call it, the Willis Tower. With us older people, we don't like change, in the words of Stewie, a Family Guy. So you see that, which was the tallest building in the world back in the 70s, all right? Early 70s, I believe. And it held that title for about, 20-some odd years. And then obviously we all know the tallest building in the world is in Dubai. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country, beautiful city. Just to see that particular, that building, it's crazy. It's just, you just look up and be like, oh, so when you gonna stop? It just seems like you almost go to the heavens. All right. So you got something like that. Now, some of the top sites to see on the drive is the Burnham Park, which overlooks Lake Michigan. All right. You got the famous Drake Hotel, which is one of the top hotels to stay in Chicago. They have some of the pretty, some pretty notable guests that stayed there. And I mean some notable guests from, who you got? You have presidents. You have several presidents like Eleanor Roosevelt to Ronald Reagan. Whoever, pick one who you like, just presidents. To say I stayed in the same hotel as a president, it's pretty tight to me, you know what I'm saying? So you had Princess Diana. She stayed there, rest in peace to her. Joe DiMaggio, Marilyn Monroe. And a fun fact, if you ever go to the Drake Hotel, they have a room called I think it's called the Cod Room, okay? That they literally carved the initials in some wood. I'm like, man, that's when you famous, man. You could deface stuff and people be like, oh, thanks, man. Now we can tell everybody for the next 100 years that, you was here. So that's pretty cool. So don't you guys do that because they might not take too kindly to people that they don't deem important. I think you're important, but hey, it's not up to me. All right, not up to Preston. If it was up to Preston, I'd be like, let me get the carving. All right, just joking. Don't do it. All right. Also, on that road trip, you can see Soldier Field. So, if you're a Chicago Bears fan, which I hope not, that you can see where they play every Sunday and get destroyed. All right. So that's just some of the stuff that you can see on Lakeshore Drive, which is world renowned. Everybody knows that. At least I hope they know about it. If you don't know, you know now. And so with this series, I'm just going to be picking parts of America, including Hawaii and Alaska, that'll be a great opportunity to drive. Now, with that being said, I'm not saying drive from California to Virginia to drive the Blue Ridge Parkway. Absolutely not, because you'll go crazy trying to drive, 7 days in one direction, one way, just to be like, oh, let me drive these 500 miles to drive back. No. But if you want to start getting out your comfort zone like I want to do this year and start doing road trips, my plan is to actually just fly to these different locations, rent a car for like a day or two, and just drive it. I mean, I think that'd be the best, easiest, simplest way. Might be a little bit more pricey as far as renting a car, but depending on what kind of car you want, that you want to rent, because I was actually thinking about, getting a, sports car or something for the Blue Ridge Parkway. But I live in Virginia, so, I could take the Lambo, I could take my own car, or I could just rent a car and just really enjoy the scenery. So please stay tuned to part 2. Not sure what I'm gonna bring to you part 2, but it is gonna be special. It's gonna be good. All right. So please stay tuned, and God bless to everybody, and stay safe out there.